2 to 3 million blood cells are produced in the human body every second. The average human brain contains around 78% water. You take over approximately 23,000 breaths every day. If your DNA was stretched out, it would reach the moon 1,500 times. Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen make up 90% of the human body. You use about 100 different muscles while speaking. After age 60, you may begin to lose the ability to distinguish the taste of sweet, salty, sour, and bitter foods. It's extremely hard to sneeze with your eyes open, although you can focus to keep your eyes open when sneezing. Your body's blinking response is likely there to protect itself from germs. With good nutrition, waist length hair, approximately 1 meter or 39 inches long, would take around 48 months, or about 4 years, to grow. 11% of people are left-handed. Unless the food is mixed with saliva, you can't taste it. Percent of 0.2 people have an extra rib. Astronauts can grow up to 2 inches taller in space. That you burn more calories eating celery than it contains. All the blinking in one day equates to having your eyes closed for 30 minutes. Your foot has 26 bones in it. More than half of the bones in your body are found in your hands and feet. You burn more calories sleeping than watching TV. The most common mental illnesses are anxiety and depression. The hyoid bone in your throat is the only bone in your body not attached to any other. Your most sensitive finger is your index finger, closest to your thumb. Women blink twice as much as men. Ireland has the most redheads. The word testify derived from a time when men were required to swear on their testicles. Your mouth produces 1 liter of saliva a day. Your head contains 22 bones. Everyone has a unique tongue print. You begin to feel thirsty when your body loses 1% of water. Not all your taste buds are on your tongue, 10% are on the insides of your cheeks. The human body contains 96,000 kilometers of blood vessels. The hydrochloric acid found in your stomach is strong enough to dissolve a nail. Men have 10% more red blood cells than women. 1 inch 2 of human skin contains 625 sweat glands. Red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. People who work at night tend to weigh more. Newborn babies have 300 bones. By age 5, the amount of bones merges to 206. The average person goes to the toilet 6 times a day. Your right lung takes in more air than your left. Women's hearts beat faster than men's. The average person has 10,000 taste buds. The ideal temperature to fall asleep is between 18 to 30 Celsius. The hardest substance in the human body is enamel. There are over 37.2 trillion living cells in the human body. The number 1 cause of blindness in the EU is diabetes. Every year over 98% of atoms in your body is replaced. The human eye can detect more shades of green than any other color. The average person consumes over a ton of food and drink each year. There are over 200 different viruses that cause the common cold. Acorns are poisonous to humans. If eaten, it can cause damage to your kidneys. A person will die from total lack of sleep sooner than from starvation. Death can occur about 10 days without sleep, while starvation takes a few weeks. Red blood cell gives the blood its characteristic color and carries oxygen from the lungs to the tissues. Every inch 2 of the human body has an average of 32 million bacteria on it. The human body has around 640 muscles. Laughing lowers levels of stress and strengthens your immune system. Once a woman reaches the age of 30, she loses 1% of her bone mass every year thereafter. By the time a woman is 50, she will have lost 20%. The surface area of your lungs is roughly the same size as a tennis court. The human skin is the outer covering of the body and is the largest organ of the integumentary system. People don't sneeze in their sleep due to their brain shutting down the reflex. Regions of smells, memories, and emotions are very much intertwined in the brain. That your sense of smell, which is wired to you, our brain is unique among your senses. Blushing is caused by a rush of adrenaline. Blood pressure and heart rate can be decreased by listening to relaxing music. The name funny bone comes from the humerus bone, which connects the shoulder to the elbow. However, this funny sense comes from actually a nerve. Research shows that all blue-eyed people may be related. The cracking sound your joints make is the sound of gases being released. Some people have an extra bone in their knee called forebella. Body odor is the perceived unpleasant smell that our bodies can give off when bacteria that live on the skin break down sweat into acids. Doctors have found that the liver can regrow in 3 weeks. Huang Yijun of China carried a stone baby inside her body from 1948 to 2009. At the age of 92, she finally had it removed. The longest pregnancy in humans on record is 375 days. According to scientist and photographer Dr. Roger Clark, the resolution of the human eye is 576 megapixels. The cornea is one of a few parts of the body with no blood supply. It gets its oxygen directly from the tears. Pruny fingers give us a better grip underwater. Beards can slow the aging process by stopping water from leaving the skin, keeping it moisturized. Some humans can be heterochromats, which gives them the ability to see more colors than a normal human. The feeling of euphoric chills some people get while listening to music is called frisson. Researchers have described the sensation as a skin orgasm. Josephine Myrtle Corbin was an American sideshow performer born as a dipygus. This referred to the fact that she had 4 legs. Italian Marzilli's family has a mysterious genetic mutation that effectively negates the sensation of pain, enabling them with the rare anomaly to persevere effortlessly through extreme physical discomfort. James Hiram Bedford is the first person whose body was frozen after legal death, and who remains preserved at the Alcor Life Extension Foundation. Her family hoped Doris Stauffer's body would be used to study Alzheimer's. After the donation of her body, they learned that she became the subject of a Pentagon's crush and blast testings. In 2007, doctors at Vancouver's St. Paul's Hospital came across something weird when they tried to put an arterial line into a patient. His blood was dark green. Frank Lentini was a Sicilian-American sideshow performer who was born with 3 legs, 4 feet, 16 fingers, and 2 sets of genitals. While waiting for a human heart transplant, Stan Larkin lived 555 days with an artificial heart in his backpack. Research shows some genes come to life in the brain after death. Opiofen is an endogenous chemical compound first isolated from human saliva. Initial research with mice shows the compound has a pain-killing effect greater than that of morphine. The lacrimal sac is a small hole in your eyelids that drains tears to your nose. It's the reason why you get a runny nose after crying. Capsula mundi is an egg-shaped biodegradable burial pod that turns your body into a tree. Some people enjoy hot spicy foods, extreme sports, depressing music due to benign masochism. They feel a sense of pleasure from initially negative experiences that our brain falsely interprets as threatening. Zheng Jinlian was the tallest woman ever recorded with her 246.3 centimeters height in modern times. She grew up abnormally until she died at the age of 17. Robert Wadlow was the tallest man ever recorded with his 272 centimeters height in modern times. He grew up abnormally due to his hypertrophy. Emotional tears contain a natural painkiller, which reduces pain and improves your mood. Matthias Schlutte was born with a giant right arm due to a rare genetic defect, while his left was normal. According to researchers, most people hate their own recorded voice. The collarbone is the only long bone that lies horizontally in the human skeleton. It is also the last bone to complete growth, around 25 years of age. A woman's brain shrinks during pregnancy and can take up to 6 months to regain its full size. Humans normally shed around 50 to 100 hairs a day. For people with long or thick hair, losing them may be more noticeable. Thanks for watching and keep supporting. For more videos, subscribe to our channel.